Okay, just wanted to give a quick video review here of the On Your 6 Designs Kydex holster. They're based out in Texas, and very reasonably priced holsters. I found if you look for Kydex ones, you can pay a lot of money for these things. And I was thinking of making one myself, but when I found On Your 6 Designs, I thought for the cost that they were offering them for, it was at least worth a try to see if I even liked kind of the concept first, because I hadn't had a Kydex holster before, and see if I liked it before I tried to make my own setup or anything like that. So this is their Coyote carbon fiber holster, and of course for safety here we'll just check and make sure we're empty. So this is for the XDS 45, and I really like the look of this holster. I really like this color. It's nice. The finish is great. The edges are rounded here, so they're not any sharp edges. They did a really good finish job. I got the appendix carry option there, which is a no-cost option, and they just round this off. Otherwise, it kind of sticks out here as at an angle right here on the edge. But very nice and secure. Obviously, very light, being a thinner Kydex. Holds the pistol very securely there. Clips on just to the trigger guard. And so right in here, you'll notice it's nice and smooth there, so it's not gonna catch on the ejection port or anything like that, and create undue wear and tear on your gun. Very nicely formed, especially right here. It's very even, and just really fits on quite nicely. This is the inside the waistband mag holster that I got, also On Your 6 Designs, of course, and it holds it very securely. Full 7 rounds of 45 in there. Turn it upside down, shook it really hard. It's definitely not gonna come out when it's on your belt. This is a little bit long right here. I don't know why such a big long piece. If it were me, I'd cut it off, and I probably will, just to trim it across here a little bit so it's not so much sticking out, because this is the last rivet. This isn't really doing anything for you anyway, but it also holds it nice and securely. Now with this holster, it's got an adjustable cant to it, so you've got the slides in here, so you loosen up these screws and you can adjust it a little bit. But that brings me to really the only negative that I had. So they just sent me a new clip. This is the clip that it comes with, and so if it's on here, let's see if I can kind of mock this up here. If this clip is on here, it sits about a belt's width off of the holster, and so when I have the holster on and your body's pushing it out away, it's actually pushing it out away from the belt too, so it draws out pretty easily. The holster draws out pretty easily when you draw the gun. It doesn't really clip around the holster. So, if you've seen crossbreed holsters, it uses a metal clip that starts at the bottom, loops around to the top, and then comes back down. It's also fastened at the bottom, which I realize you can't really do here. But what those metal spring clips give you is you've always got something. The clip is contained in itself, so the clip part is always backing against itself, rather than the holster. So what I did with this one was heated up the Kydex a little bit, just enough to warm it up and get it loose there, and then just flattened out that kink. So going from this, I just flattened that out, and that at least lets it rest against the holster, so it won't come off when it's on the belt. But it's still kind of big. Again, a lot of the metal clip holsters are thinner even than this narrow part here, so it's a little bit wide. But what I found is if I cant it to where I kind of like it, then it's coming off here, and half the clip is pretty much just hanging off into thin air. And so depending on where I put it on the belt, if I, at least for me, if I put it where I was comfortable, then really the belt was kind of going across it at an angle there, like that. And so it was only catching half the clip, and it didn't feel secure. So that's carrying it like at the 5 o'clock, 4:30 position, somewhere between 3 and 6. It's not a problem if I carry it appendix carry. you know, because it's kind of flatter against your front section there, and so that's fine. So that's kind of my only negative on this. It'd be nice if they could incorporate, you know, a metal clip that had its own backer, so that no matter which way you cant it, it would, you know, it'd still be clipped onto itself and it'd be a little more secure. And I might also trim this clip off to not be so fat, because it, to me, that's also not really doing anything or really giving any strength to it. So, but overall, I mean, the holster itself, so a little issue with the clip. The holster itself is very nicely finished, and I like that part a lot. On your 6 designs.